Guys, it is freezing outside today, so I do apologize for the heavy attire, but it's actually snowing. So today I wanted to talk to you about something that if you live in the car world, you know exactly what I'm going to be talking about, but the brand new California exhaust law that took place in January 1st of 2019. Now, this law specifically states new California law for 2019. As of January 1st, a modified exhaust on an automobile or motorcycle excessively loud can no longer be cited as a correctable violation. Assembly Bill AB 1824 has taken away the opportunity to correct the violation and requires a citation for such violations to result in a fine only. Now, first off, you might be saying, now Zane, why do you care what goes on in California because you live in freezing cold Ohio? Well, yes, that is true. But if you don't know, I practically live in California. Last time alone, I visited at least 7 times, and they weren't just visits, they were like business visits and things of the such. But I drive lots of expensive, loud cars in LA and in San Diego and places of the such in California, and I don't want to be one to get pulled over. Now, let me tell you an actual example that happened to me before this law took place. So a little over about a year ago, I was with my buddy Dakota, and we were out in LA, downtown LA, in a Hellcat. And well, let's just say that I was driving completely normal. However, I actually got pulled over by a sheriff's unit who was then talking to me about the loudness of the exhaust. And I specifically told him that it is a Hellcat and it is a stock exhaust, and he let me go. Luckily, this was before that law took place. So, not only that, but I have also driven a Lamborghini, a Nissan GTR, a Ferrari, a Porsche, and I'm sure there's a few others in there that I can't remember at this very time. A very loud 350Z that I've had, also a decently loud S2000 out there. And all those cars will now technically get a fine because of how loud they are. So in the past, if you had an aggressively loud exhaust, as they say, you would just get pulled over and you'd get a ticket that was easily reversible by just fixing the problem. So the second that you do anything to your car in California, such as like an exhaust tip, window tint, anything that goes against being stock in California, you're automatically going against the law. So when people go to get their cars inspected, they go to the inspection agency with it being stock. Then after they pass inspection, they go back home and they do all the mods that would originally cause it to fail. That's how it works in California, and all my California bros know exactly what I'm talking about. So that was before, and then also, once, if you were to get a ticket, they wouldn't fine you. They would just say you need to fix it, but you have to show up in court to prove to, or sorry, not the court, you'd actually have to show up at the police station to prove to them you went back stock. So you get a ticket, they tell you to fix it, you go home, you take off your loud exhaust or whatever it was, you go to the police station, you say, here, I fixed it, they get rid of your ticket and it goes out the window. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's the way it used to be. Now, they can instantly give you a $1,000 fine, and they also will tow your car, believe it or not. Then you are really screwed because you're kind of out of a ride. Then you've got to pay for towing fees, and on top of that, you got to pay a $1,000 fine, and you really don't want that. For all of my car bros out there, if you want to participate, I highly suggest you do, because even if you don't live in California, even if you don't visit to California, it would definitely help out the people who live there and the people who visit there a lot. You guys can go down below in the description and actually sign the petition, and once they get enough signatures, there's possible that it could get revoked, and it might make life a lot easier. But here's what I am going to say, and this is my personal opinion on the topic matter. It happened, but going back to the old law, the moment you mod your car, you're instantly going illegal in Cali. But I also know cops who are chill and cool out there as well, who are car guys, because especially when you go to lots of auto shows and lots of car shows out there, you talk to them and you get to know them, and they are not going to give you a ticket, or they're not even going to bother you, at least most of them won't, if you are just smart, you drive responsibly, you don't drive like a moron, you don't do dumb shit that would require cops to pull you over or give them a reason to pull you over. I don't think any cop is going to hear you drive by at a reasonable rate of speed and be like, oh, his exhaust is too loud, and just pull you over unless they're just an absolute dick. So at the end of the day, I feel like as long as you drive smart, it doesn't really change anything. But at the same time, it's still not cool for those cops who decide they're having a bad day and then go make someone else's lives worse because they get a $1,000 fine just for an exhaust or whatever it may be. So that's kind of where I stand with this. I'm going to wrap up today's video right here because I am freezing. If you don't know who I am, well, I am Zane. I do make YouTube videos to create your own story and help you discover your passion and your love for whatever it is in life. I also am currently working on a project car of a 90s Eclipse. I'm also a race car driver with the race cars right there, but it's in the snow and it doesn't look very pretty right now. So I'm not going to show you that. But if you were wondering, that's who I am. Make sure you guys subscribe to this video. Hit that little thumbs up button too, and hell, even turn on your notifications while you're at it. Anyhow, I'll see you guys next video. I'm gonna go inside because it is freezing. Peace out, and remember, you create your own story.